everyone, it is Lisa here. Welcome to a Friday Facebook Live. I am so excited to be here today. I have some time off from my day job and I thought I would come on for a little lunch break. So thank you for joining me with my first lunch break with Lisa. I am going to just check out my iPad that I have beside me, making sure that we're up and going, and see if we can get a few of you on here. I haven't seen the notification, actually it's just right there. Hi Pat, welcome. And I'm just going to try to share this on my personal page. So if you are here, please let me know, please say hello. And let me turn this down so there's no feedback. Let me see here. Going to discard that. And hi Sandy, hi Maria, welcome. This is proving to be challenging on my iPad. You can tell I don't use it very much, but whenever I'm going to see my post, it's actually just showing my event, so I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, so I won't share it, I guess. I'll share it after. Let me try to just do it this way. No, I won't stick up that way. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it. So welcome. Before we get started, there's just a couple of things. I am holding my camera again because I'm still having issues with my laptop and everything, so it's not ideal, but it is what it is. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Lisa Hardy. I am the maker behind Sweet Paper Studios, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. I have been a demonstrator for about 5.5 years, and I absolutely love it. I'm passionate about it, and I'm just so excited. I usually go live Tuesdays at 8 p.m., but I had a lot of events going on and I'm prepping for, so I needed that time on Tuesday to sort of get myself organized. So today is the last day to sign up for my Stampin' Bingo. So if you are in Canada, you can sign up. If you could be anywhere in Canada, I'll ship the pack right to you. There's going to be about 6 or 7 different bingo games, lots of Stampin' Up! Prizes, 4 make and takes, a pillow gift, and it's just going to be so much fun. So you can go to the classes link in the description of this video and check that out. And you'll also see that my retreat is open for registration too, so you'll find all the fun details there. Okay, so we are making a couple of cards today with the new Biggest Wish stamp set from the new annual catalog. And before I turn the camera around, don't forget to share this video for a chance to win the cards that I'm making today. And I am offering an ordering special starting today and all weekend. If you place a $45 order in my online Stampin' Up! Shop, I will send you the make and take packs for these 2 cards. So I'll give you the pre-cut cardstock, the die cuts, the embellishments, everything to make these 2 cards, not including the stamp set or ink, but you'll get everything else, and I'll send that to you in the mail. You can use the shopping link in the description, and you make sure you use the host code for that as well. If your order is $60, you'll also get my Stampin' Glam Squad tutorial bundle. That includes, I think we're up to 16 or 18 different PDF tutorials that are all masculine projects, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to turn my camera around, and then we'll get started. Okay, so I'm just going to check my iPad here, fix the lighting a little bit, and yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so this is the new Biggest Wish stamp set in the new catalog. I'll try to get rid of some of that glare. It is fantastic. It's obviously an all sentiment set, which is great. It means you can pair it with the other stamp sets that you have on hand. And you can use our fabulous designer series paper as well with this. So it's really good, versatile stamp set. And you're not limited to just birthday cards either. You've got some generic like hello, friends, thank you, birthday. Just a really great set. Maria, it's on your list? Yes, it is a great one. So I'm going to show you 2 cards. They're relatively simple in nature. I think with this stamp set, because you've got some bold sentiments, you don't need to go you know, too heavy on your cards with this one, because the you know, the greetings do sort of the work for you. So the first card I'm going to be making features the hand pen designer series paper, and I know you guys are probably sick of seeing this, but I just love it so much. So we're using a piece of that. We're going to use this muted tone, and I'll just give you a peek of what that paper looks like. This is from the hand penned suite, and this is the paper and coordinating color cardstock that go with this suite. So we're going to use this one today for the first card, and we have a couple of other pieces. We do have a basic white card base that is your 8.5 by 5.5, and then we have a couple of different layers. So I do have a piece of pale papaya cardstock that is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then the hand penned designer series paper is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And I'll have these measurements and samples posted on my blog within the next week as well. I've also pre-done some die cutting here. So I have a basic white stitch rectangle. This is from our stitch rectangle dies. And then I'm also pulling in a die from the penned petal suite. So that's from that hand penned suite. So I'm using a scallop stitch border. And I'll just show you what those look like. This goes with the hand pen stamp set, but I'm just using this one here. Dies like these, I love it because you can mix and match with different products that you have. So it's really, really versatile. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is fold our card base. And I'm just going to fold that in half. And then I'm going to just burnish those edges. And then I'm going to take that hand pen designer series paper, and I'm actually going to bring over my scrap, my grid paper, because we are going to be doing a little stamping right on this designer series paper. Don't be afraid to do that. We're going to stamp the birthday greeting in the handwritten font, and we're going to bring out our pale papaya ink to do that. So I'm just going to ink that up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sort of at the top and just do a partial stamp of the birthday greeting, and then I'm going to come down below and sort of add a bit more to that, and I will add the full saying, and I will start bringing it back slightly and just work my way down to the other side. Just like that. So we're just adding some detail with the stamp sentiment. And we're going to leave the ink out, and I'm just going to move this piece over, and we're going to bring over our stitched rectangle. Now we're going to take the big block birthday greeting, and let me just get that, and we're going to stamp that right in the center with the pale papaya ink. So I'm going to stand up for this so I can make sure that it's straight. Hi, Mary Ellen. And make sure I don't get my head in the way of the camera. I'm just trying to make this as straight as possible. And that's just going to go right in the middle. And then I'm going to bring out my Misty Moonlight ink pad as well. And we're going to stamp the word happy right in the center over top of that greeting, over top of that birthday. It's not as in the center I would like, but it's very hard when I have the camera right above me. So we'll deal with it. Okay, and then that is just right over top. Isn't that really fun? I love how you can mix these fonts together to create sort of a custom greeting. So I'm gonna move those ink pads out of the way. And then next we're gonna take this scalloped Misty Moonlight border and hold on, I'm just trying to, okay, there we go. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive right at the top there, and we're going to just put that right underneath. We want to make sure that we do see that stitched line there, so you don't want to cover that up. Just want to make sure that it's right underneath that stitched rectangle. And just give that a little press. Thanks, Maria. And then we could start layering our cards. So we're going to actually layer our Designer Series paper on top of our Pale Papaya cardstock. And I'm just using my Stampin' Seal. And you're going to end up with a 1/4 inch border all the way around. There you go. And this is going to go right onto your Whisper White. Oh my goodness, I have a bad habit of saying Whisper White, so your basic white. Hi, Judy. All right, so. And you'll end up with a 1/4 inch border around on your white as well. That's good. Okay, and then we're going to take our sentiment piece and we're going to pop those up on some Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to use 6 in total. I'll take those off. You lost me? Oh, can you guys see me? I'm still going on my iPad, so I'm not sure if it's just a connection, Sandy. Hopefully everyone is still there. It's been streaming on my iPad just fine, so I'm not sure. You guys can let me know. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in about in the center. I'm going to line it up with the edge of the Pale Papaya cardstock. I'm just going to make sure that's straight. And when I designed this card originally, I was looking for my pack of neutral twine with the white, the gray, the black, the Sahara sand. But I have honestly, it's lost in the abyss that is my craft room right now. So I went with some Pale Papaya ribbon instead. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. I'm cutting and prepping for currently 3 different events right now, and my craft room is just a disaster zone. I desperately need to clean it up, but it's just gonna have to wait. Okay, so I'm gonna just get my bow to where I would like it. There we go. And I'm going to trim this down a little bit. And I'll trim it down even further, but I'm just gonna move that out of the way. Okay, and then I'm just going to use a mini glue dot, and we're going to adhere this to our card just up in the corner there. And then we're gonna go ahead and trim those ends. And you may just have to play around with it. My bows have not been successful this morning. I don't know what is happening. I'll probably end up sticking, you know what I'll do is I will put a little bit of adhesive there. Maybe I'll do the same on the other side. So if your bows aren't working out, don't be afraid to use some adhesive to hold some pieces down. There we go. Actually, that looks so cute. Okay, and then what I've done, and I think I have left my embellishments over on my other table. Let me just quickly grab those. Is I took some of the clear epoxy shape. So this is the one with this, that counts with the silver as well. The diamonds, the teardrops, and these circles. And I actually grabbed some of the diamonds and put three on this card, just sort of in that little triangle shape. And when I say triangle shape, I mean when I put embellishments on the card, you kind of shape it like a triangle. That just makes sure that it's balanced a bit. And that is our first card finished. What do you guys think of that? I think it's kind of cute. Thanks, Lynn. So super sweet, and I don't know, it was just fun. It's really cute. Okay, and let me show you the original sample that I did, and that is one I did with the Misty Moonlight base. So you can definitely play around with the colors for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna move, hi Lisa, I'm gonna move those out and just give you a closer look at that. So how fun. All right, so I'm going to, thanks Pat, put those over to the side, and then we're going to move on to our second card. And let me tell you, this is the most simple card you will probably ever make. We're doing with 2 pieces of paper and some stamping and some embellishments, and then you're done. So this is, if you're a beginner stamper and new to card making, this is definitely a card for you. And you know, even us avid crafters, sometimes we just need to go back to basics, and we certainly did with this one. So I am starting with the basic white card base. This is your standard A2 size. It is scored and folded to 5.5 by 4 1/4. And what I have here is the fabulous Artistic Expressions Designer Series paper. If you haven't seen this paper yet, oh my goodness, you need to go check it out, because it is absolutely fabulous paper. And I'll just give you a sneak peek. You've got these watercolors with hints of gold detail. It is absolutely stunning. It is double-sided, so you've got some more designs on the back. You've got some gold, some pink screens. You got the pale papaya. It is just absolutely stunning, stunning paper. Excuse me. If you are part of my paper share, you will be getting a sampling of that, so I'm so excited. So you're going to be using a 5 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch piece, and we're actually just going to put that right on the bottom of our basic white cardstock, and we're just going to use our stamp and seal for that. Or of course you can use your adhesive of choice. And I like to adhere when it's kind of at the top, so I am going to just turn this around and just put that there. So you want about 1/4 inch border on all 3 sides of that. Okay, and then we're going to do some stamping. So we are taking the large happy from the stamp set and the handwritten birthday, and we're going to be using pale papaya and magenta madness. So we'll start with the pale papaya. That is going to be our happy sentiment, and you may have to sort of work out your spacing of this before you start stamping, because you got to be mindful that, you know, there on the Y of the birthday it does stick out a little bit. So if you need to, you know, kind of determine ahead of time where you're going to stamp and how much space you may need between the paper and the base. Okay, so for me, I left about 1/2 inch from the top of the designer paper. So I'm going to ink my happy, and I left about 1 inch from the side, and I'm just going to stamp that just like that. And then I am going to bring over the magenta madness and ink up that written birthday. And we are going to, again, layer it a little bit. That's what I love about this stencil. So I'm gonna have to make sure this is straight. And I'm just going to just stamp slightly over top of the P and the Y. And I'll just give you a quick peek at that. I love how you can layer these. Oh, I love it. Okay, so that's all of the stamping that we're going to do. So I'm going to move these ink pads out of the way. And then I'm bringing back out that pale papaya in color ribbon. So we're going to just put that across the top of the designer series paper. Thanks, pads. And I'm just going to adhere it with some Stamp and Seal. So I'm just going to add a little bit of seal to both ends. And then I'm going to add a strip sort of in the center right on top of the designer series paper, because the ribbon is not going to go on the basic white card base. So I am just going to line up the ribbon with the designer series paper. I want it nice and flush. I'm just going to give that a little press. And I did get some adhesive on my surface, so I'm just going to use my adhesive eraser and get rid of that. Okay, and then I'm going to just trim that ribbon just with my paper snips so that it is nice and clean on both sides, just like that. Okay, and then, thanks Maria, we're going to take another piece of that pale papaya, and I'm just going to tie a knot. So we're just kind of looping it around, tying a knot, and then I'm also going to trim this down on both sides. Just want to make sure those even as possible on both sides. And then we're going to take a glue dot and adhere that little knotted, I like to call them a knotted bow. I don't know if there's actually a name for these, but I'm just going to put this knotted bow. It's not even not really a bow, but you know, it kind of, it's like a faux bow, I like to call it. Okay, so I'm just putting that there, so just a little extra detail. And then to finish off the card, we are using some of the fabulous in color jewels. So these are so fun. They're a bit iridescent. I think they pair perfectly with this Artistic Expressions designer series paper. So I am going to take one of the big magenta ones and put it there, and then I'm going to put a small one beside it, and then we are taking one more small one and just putting it over here. And honestly, that concludes our card. It is quick, simple, and so pretty because you've got that paper and that sentiment. It's just, oh, I just love it. Is that not so cute? I'll just give you a close-up of that. There we go. All right. Just going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Thank you guys for those hearts. I love to see those. And I didn't change anything from my original sample. I kept it both the same. They are just so cute and lovely. I just love this paper so much. Thanks Lynn and Sandy. So let me go ahead and bring out our first cards. You could take another look at these and take a closer look at some samples featuring the Biggest Wish stamp set. Honestly, this really just shows how versatile this stamp can be, because you can just pair it honestly with anything. Anything you have on hand, you can pair this with. That's what I love about it. So like, I love image stamps as well, but this is a really good sentiment stamp that you're gonna probably want to add to your order and add to your craft stash, because you can do a lot with it. Thanks Mary Ellen. So if you would like the make and take packs and the supplies to make these cards, All you need to do is place a $45 order in my online shop using the host code. I have that information right in the description of this video. I'll send you the card bases, the embellishments, all of the die cutting will be done for you, the designer series paper. All you'll need to do is add your ink and your stamp set. And if you don't have the stamp sets, you just want to pick it up, or you can use something that you have on hand. So this ordering special will be good until the end of day on Sunday. So make sure you get in on this. I'd love to send you the make and takes for these cards. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. I know I'm usually here on Tuesday, so I appreciate you joining me on a Friday afternoon on your lunch break. Don't forget to check out my classes and events and sign up for my newsletter. And if you are watching the replay, thank you so much. And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do have some videos coming up and would love to have you join me here on YouTube. All right, so thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget, if you do share this video, you can win these cards that we've made today. And so I will end it there. And again, thank you, and I will see you all on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Bye.